religion. It's time for the Cucks. Time for Cumia'S Cucks. The mud shark is coming to say your show sucks. Chrissy and Gino and the dork named Carl, kissing up to Anthony while they're washing his balls. Steel toe, I see some balls you can wash. What's wrong, April? I thought it was squashed. I thought it was squashed.
Baby. Rock on. Rock on. It's Cumia'S Cucks, everybody. Welcome to a Wednesday program, a hump day, if you will. It is Wednesday, August 21st, 2024. For those of you who don't have responsibility, like me, we're doing it. Thank you for tuning into the show today, guys. I'm very grateful for your viewing. I'm very grateful for your generosity. I'm very grateful that you give a shit. I'm not just saying that. I don't take it for granted. We are a small little thing, but we are mighty. I'm very happy with my chat room. I'm very happy with the people that support. We got rid of all the knuckleheads. There's like one or two left, but everyone here is on the up and up. They're cool. I'm cool. Let's be cool together. Who's with me on that? It's that simple. Let's be cool. Like in the intro song, the mud shark's coming to say your show sucks, which is the funniest lyric ever. That intro is fantastic. I don't need Tukey to tell me that it's a great intro. I know it is. Tukey, I don't have to warm up to you, my friend. I don't have to earn your approval. I don't care. I don't. So he's like, oh, that was actually pretty funny. I'll give you that one. I'm like, go fuck yourself. I don't care. I don't care. So that's where we're at with that. And there's no animosity. There is zero animosity. Zero. I'm not mad at no one. I actually, believe it or not, the past month, 2 months, I've been happy. Like Pharrell Williams. Happy. So things are good for me, regardless of what you say, what you do, what you imply, what you lie about. Everything's good. Solid. I'd like to thank all the supporters for that. I haven't been doing a lot of stand-up as of late. I've been very picky, picking and choosing my spots. I'm getting older. I don't need to say yes to everything like I used to. You fall into a habit. It's almost like an alcoholic, like, yes, yes, yes. And then finally you're like, what the fuck am I doing? I don't, it's a young man's game. People my age usually break out already. I know where I'm at in the pecking order. I've never claimed to be anything else. So when people go, oh, you don't sell tickets and all, I'm like, yeah, I know. Who said? Find me video evidence of me saying, I sell tickets. I'm a draw. Find it. I'm waiting. 10 grand for the guy who says, I sell tickets. I'm a huge star. It's hilarious how you guys will rewrite things. That's why we're going to be doing a new segment on the show, The Way Back, where we go back in time and we play clips from all these cucks about shit they used to say about me and where they're at now. And ladies and gentlemen, you'll find out very quick the hypocrisy. Since John's gone, I'll fill the hypocrisy police shoes, if you will, since he took my time slot. First of all, 2:00 is my time slot. I was doing it, and then John just jumped in. I don't believe on stepping other people's time slots. I'm very conscious of that. We have a very small community that we pick from. You know, there's a lot of crossover, and that's cool. Here's one thing I will say that a lot of these guys won't. You can watch whatever you want, okay? If you're a fan of Melton, watch him. If you're a fan of Ray, watch him. I don't know why. Trust me, I don't agree with what you watch, but who am I to tell you any different? I hate these people, these chatters. They feel like we need to be a part of alliance. We need to be part of something. We're against this guy. And then they'll, like 6 months later, you came out, I warmed up to you. You came around. No, I didn't. I was here. I was always here. Think for yourselves. Don't be a follower. Don't fall in line. Don't. Be an individual who can make their own decisions. That's why, like, off the top of my head, I'm not even looking at the chat. G-Rob, she's one of the moderators. Stella B, she's great. Leo Gunn. These people just think for themselves. They're allowed to like Melton. They're allowed to like Ray. I don't care. But like Melton's like, you got to pick one or the other. You got to be on my team or that. Go watch everything. You're an adult. You can do whatever you want. You can like whatever you want. You can like both, despite our differences. Even though I hate Carl from Who Are These Podcasts and his fucking, oh my God. I like him. He has a huge Patreon. He's been bragging about that for a long time. You know, he's been able to parlay a lot of his success through other people like Anthony Cumia, and he pairs up with people. He's very calculated in his decision making. It's not authentic. It's not coming from a genuine place. It's opportunity. He's looking for opportunity. He's an opportunist. He's a panderer. So he'll do whatever he has to do to get ahead. He partners up with the guys in Detroit, that Drew Lane show or whatever, and then he'll team up with Mersh, then he'll team up with Melton. I know what he's doing. It's easy to do, but it's not authentic. It's not coming from a good place. It's not genuine. I'm authentic. That's why the show is called The Boba Fett of the Shitverse, because I'm not pairing up with anybody. Okay? And if I'm cool with you, it's because it's genuine. It's coming from a good place. I do a Ray DeVito show, which is members only, up on Patreon later today, video and audio. The episode we did last night. Thank you for watching. Thank you to Reels off the top of my head. Thank you to Leo Gunn off the top of my head. Thank you to the Legend off the top of my head. And somebody else gifted some that I can't think of right off the top of my head. It's a very niche show, but I like doing it with Dr. Chow. We have a blast. People that know Ray love it. So that's where it's at. It's genuine. I think Chow's funny. I think he's funny how he hones in on Ray. It makes me laugh. And he has good ideas. He came up with a lot of cool ideas. So I'm like, yeah, I'll work with Chow. He's great. My buddy Tony Mazer. Some people like him. Some people don't. Me and Tony get along great. I think he's great to talk to. You literally can talk to Tony Mazer about anything across the board. Politics, movies, cinema, sports, politics, anything you want to talk about, he'll talk. Home decorating. He knows something about it. Geology, like restaurants, anything. It's fun to have a conversation with the guy. He knows where to go. It's fun. I know it's not Dabbleverse related, but it's fun for me. Earl Skankel, great guy. Now, does Earl and all these people draw numbers? No. I'm not Carl. I'm not just going to team up with Chrissy Mayer because she has, quote unquote, 96,000 subscribers. Yeah, right. I put out a tweet today. I think you saw it. Let me pull it up. I mean, it's just such bullshit, man. You know, I lived in Hollywood. I know the game. I've been in the business. I've been around. I know how these people are. I know phonies from the real, fakes. I know opportunists, people trying to get ahead. I'm not dumb. That's why I'm not in Hollywood. I can't play the game. I don't have an enemy to be fake. Okay? I tweeted this out earlier. This is, hey, Frank and Chrissy, how do you buy YouTube subscribers? My channel has a nice slow growth the last year and a half, but I really want to seem like a bigger channel than what it really is. Let me know how you guys got 94,000 in less than 6 months. Thanks, chat. And there's a lot of people commenting on it. There's 59 likes. 10 retweets. So people know, people aren't dumb, the Chrissy Mayers thing. She was live with Gary Sheffield Jr. Gary Sheffield was a baseball player from the 90s, very good player who was drafted by the Milwaukee Brewers. He has a son, I guess, who wasn't good, and now he's political. He's right-wing grifter guy. So she was live with Gary Sheffield Jr. 76 minutes in, she had 44 viewers live. I checked the video today. It's at like 875 views. Nobody's watching. And I think she's trying to get far away from this Dabbleverse that she, quote unquote, technically created with the name Dabbleverse. And she was pairing up with Cumia. But since Cumia cut all ties with Compound Media, threw them to the side, spit on them, and just teamed up with Gavin, another opportunist, she's trying to find her way. She's trying to find her island. Now her and Kiki are shitting on their friend Steel Toe to get views. Okay. I'm not pairing up with any of you. Carl, fuck off. Gino, love you, but you can go suck a dick. Never, ever, ever, despite what Kevin Brennan pitches. Yeah, right. I'll be teaming up with these two in no time. Just kidding. And speaking of E-Rock, E-Rock's another guy trying to find his way. Now that Opie and Anthony are dead, now that Compound Media is dead, he's a man without a rudder. He's floating around doing whatever he can. Still doing it. It's Eric Nagel. No one's watching. But as we saw 2 weeks ago, he had one show with over 2,000 views. He went to San Diego to interview these people. I still don't know who they are. And had over 2,000 views, 17 likes, 2,000 views. Sounds suspicious to me. So I went to check on Eric Nagel before the show because it's fascinating. This guy who knows everything about radio, but yet can't get anything going for himself. Let's go over here. Yeah, here's the episode 480 live from San Diego. 4,000 views after 9 days. And then we go to episode 481. It's 3 days ago. 66 views. So he's back to reality. I don't know how he got 4,000 views. Wait, I know. He bought views. That's the name of the game. It's like Ray DeVito's Instagram. He has over 10,000 followers on Instagram. Little to zero engagement. It's because he bought followers. That's what they're doing. We're watching it. It's easy to get ahead. There's a lot of fake motherfuckers touring right now in comedy, and I know who they are. I'm not going to name the names because a couple of them I like. I like them. I have no problem with them. But I know what they're doing. Let's blow up our social media, and then we'll contact a booking agent, and we'll contact the clubs. And next you know, we're getting one-nighters here, there, wherever. And then they're like, wait, we're not selling tickets. Yep, you get one go-around with the Improvs, the Funny Bones, the House of Comedies, and they realize, bye-bye. I know one comic off the top of my head who made the go-around. She was hot shit for a minute, and then no word. That's where we're at. That's what we're doing. Z-Man, authentic growth. Put me in Social Blade, bitches. Put me in any. Watch my YouTube channel. Do you see spikes up and down? Nope. Casual growth. Casual growth. You go to Melton's YouTube. One week he's got -7. Next thing he has +100. Little suspicious. Just saying. Sorry. I know you don't like it. You don't like what I'm pointing out here. But he's my guy. Fine. But I'm pointing out the obvious. It's there. I got to be the voice of reason. Despite of anything, I'm a man on a mission to bring justice. We're seeking truth, all of us. We want the truth. We've been lied to our whole lives. Well, you brought up Cumia'S country. That was a fucking bit. It was funny. I ended up telling everybody it doesn't matter. So you guys can cling on to that one thing that was huge that everyone made profit over. But listen, we want the truth. We want justice. And I got to tell you, the shitverse, which I refuse to call the dabbleverse because it's shit. When you got pedophiles, wife beaters, swingers, cokeheads, then you got the shitverse. Sorry, bottom of the barrel, garbage, spit, nothing. And I'm in it. I'm the Boba Fett of the shitverse, calling out your shit. The mud shark is coming to say your show sucks. So I don't know. You either can get in where you fit in. If you want to be a part of it, great. If you don't, bye. A lot of people say bye. That fucking Jason Bentley, that tool, that fat fuck from Atlanta, said goodbye. You guys are mean to Ray. You guys are mean to Ray. And I like Carl, and Patrick Melton. So I'm going over there. And I'm going to go to Hackamania and DabbleCon and wherever Ray goes. Bye. Take your money and shove it up your fat fucking ass, you fat fuck. Suck a dick, Bentley. Suck a dick. They're nice in real life when they were in HC. They bought Ray's lunch and his dinner. Yeah, I know. I'm well aware of that. And I left AC that Saturday. I didn't stick around for the Super Bowl. I went to Florentine Super Bowl party, which was a way better hang. And then Bentley's like, I'm glad you didn't show up for the Super Bowl. I would have been a dick to you. I'm like, oh, no. Oh, no. Jason Bentley hates me. Guess what, Bentley? Hate me forever. Forever. Don't ever come around. I don't want a message like, I was wrong about you. You're actually pretty funny. My bad. Fuck off. Bye. That's how I deal with things. Is it a way to get ahead? Is it a way to get more profit like Carl? No. Is it bad business? Probably. But at least it's authentic. It's real. I'm the guy who told Jeff Levine to go suck a dick when I heard he was back in business with Ray after he badmouthed them nonstop. And then he got into business with Carl and the hot sauce. I'm like, I can't promote your product and Rob Saul? I'm out. This guy would send me a box of hot sauce for free. He was signed up. He was one of my $100 tiers. He was there. I'd sell those hot sauce. They would sell quick. People like hot sauce. It was a seller. It's $20 a bottle. Sometimes they just throw down 40 and take a bottle. It was that simple. And it was profit. Money in my pocket. Zero overhead. And you know what I told him to do? Fuck off. Suck a dick. Take your hot sauce, shove it up your ass. You're working with Carl now and Ray and Rob Saul. Don't want to be a part of it. That's called a man of integrity. That was free money, dog. Free money. Box of hot sauce every day. And I don't just wait twice a year for shows like Carl and Patrick and all them and Tukey. I do shows all the fucking time. When I was on Nick Swartzen's tour a couple months ago, the club tour, those hot sauce were gone in like 3 shows. They were gone. And I like the hot sauce. I was proud of it. But I saw how that guy operates and does business. I'm like, I'm out. Bye. I don't try to get ahead. Integrity. That's why I have a strong bond with the $100 sponsors. I just turned down a $100 sponsor 2 days ago. I did. I turned down a $100 sponsor because they wanted to promote WATP as a troll. They did it before with Ray and all that. That's fine. But I was like, I'm not promoting WATP. It's funny. I get what you're doing, but you keep your $100 sponsorship. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. I have integrity. I do. When One Furious F was promoting Ray, that was funny. It was funny. Because like Ray's, whatever. Ray said some shitty things and lies about me, but I think Ray's confused. He's lost. I don't want to. We pick on Ray. We make fun of Ray because it's easy to do. But he's not as vengeful as fucking Carl. Carl is like a very spiteful fuck. Did you see how they all turned on Steel Toe? Carl, Chrissy. I go back and watch just so I can curate and show how things are playing out. They're fucking phonies. Carl at the roast made fun of Chrissy Mayer. He had her at her house. She's been on WAT a million times. Now that she's not part of Anthony anymore, he called her a fucking horse. Oh, wow, Carl. Now that you can't use Chrissy Mayer, now that her views are at 33 live with Gary Sheffield Jr., no use to you. Got it, Carl. We know how you operate. And shout out to the $100 tier. We're giving you some love right now. Ken MOSCA, thank you for the generous donation earlier yesterday. Vinny Cash. I got to text Vinny. He's been on hiatus. He's probably doing something. He's busy. He's got stuff going on. Jared Thompson, Twinkle Ho, Randy P, Stu John, Bob R, Jack, Randy P, Big Papa, Craig T, Anthony, Crooklyn Comedy, Dead Fool, and the new $100 sponsor that I approve of, Lisa Stewart at Peri Skincare, Sophia product line. Thank you very much. The $100 tier. It's pretty much updated. We don't have Lisa Stewart in there, but thank you. The High Roller! And you too can be a High Roller $100 sponsor. You can jump on this month or wait till next month. All you have to do, sign up to the $100 tier over at patreon.com/sitdown Zumock. Become a sponsor, promote whatever you want to promote. Again, I gotta approve it. I can't just throw anything through, So you can sign up for that or as little as $3. What are you waiting for? Become a part of it. Great community, great chat room. There's a chat room in there that we all communicate on. It's like a Reddit, but less nerdy and less losery. Speaking of the $100 tier, let's get what they're promoting. Crooklyn Comedy's promoting his YouTube page. There it is. YouTube.com/Crooklyn Comedy. That's Crooklyn Comedy across the social media board, Instagram, IG, Twitter. New York comic, working hard, putting out content, making me feel lazy. Go subscribe to the channel. Do it. DEADFOOL loves to promote other YouTube channels, littler channels that he wants to help monetize. What a good guy. What a giving guy. He wants to promote youtube.com, Spurg Snake Secret Stash. I actually subscribe to them. They seem like good guys over there at Spurg Snake Secret Stash, pumping out content. And Lisa Stewart, who's new to, well, she's not new. She's an OG, a good friend of mine from back in the day. Still a friend of mine. I don't know why I'm saying back in the day. I was a part of her, one of her product lines, the Peri skincare line in 2016 that she got approved through. I don't know how you get stuff approved, but it's approved by the board or whatever of products, skincare products. And it took off from there. She's been on QVC a million times. The My Pillow guy endorses her. It's in the Cleveland Clinic, world-renowned Cleveland Clinic. If you don't believe me, the Cleveland Clinic's world-renowned. Google the Cleveland Clinic. Very prestige in hospitals across the world. Arabs, sheiks, princes, queens, they all go there. PeriSkincare.com. Use the promo code CHAD10. Get 10% off any order. It'll be shipped out. It's all natural shit. No chemicals. And Lisa takes pride in that. She's oh my God, she's obsessed with that. Like a lot of you guys are obsessed with Stuttering John. She's obsessed with skincare. And here's a celebrity endorsement. You know who uses her skincare that I turned her on to a couple years ago? Nikki Glazer. Comedian Nikki Glazer uses Peri Skincare. So she's one of the clients over there that uses it. So go check it out. That's for men and women. When I moved to Florida, people are like, you wearing sunblock? Stay hydrated. Put moisturizer on. I never did that stuff, but I do now. And even though, I look good for my age, even though I look like shit, it could look a lot worse if I wasn't using Peri Skincare. And that's a fact, Jack. Go ahead, John. I don't know what you're doing. Strike me. I took your that's a fact, Jack, that you stole from Bill Murray in Stripes. So we're doing it. Here we go. We got McLeod in my office. McLeod, you're off the force. Turn in your badge. You're off the beat. It sounds like that. Looks like McLeod. That looks like the guy from what was the fucking AMC TV show? Something Men? I don't know. Whatever. It's driving me crazy now. What's the show I'm talking about? Who's this guy? Played the Admiral in Maverick Top Gun. John Hamm, Mad Men. Thank you, Kevin Sonboard and Maury. I forgot. I'm getting old. I'm getting older too. Stella B. Did you hear? Half of WATP's hot sauces were shipped and wrapped in bubble wrap, and half were shattered. Mentioned on WATP DevilCon 2 post show. Hi, Jeff. Levine's. Funny you should say that, Stella B. I was going to play that. Let's pull it up right now. because I was going to say that in my steel toe rant, but I forgot. This is courtesy of what happened? Okay. Yeah, this is courtesy of the Hackverse Reddit that was sent to me. This is them doing their grift post DabbleCon show. Carl, his 50-year-old wife, Chris, no talent producer. They're openly saying how the bottles were cracked and recklessly saying how. So I guess Jeff Levine's mailing them boxes of hot sauce, and they're getting cracked bottles. So watch them grift. Watch their grift as they went emergency show, DabbleCon wrap up. Even though Carl says you should only do 2 shows a week, now he's doing emergency shows. He's doing the creep off. He's doing these socials with the blind dude, and he's doing who are these podcasts, and he's doing a super chat show. Oh, and don't forget Point Dabble Point. Part of me starting to think Carl's full of shit.
We sold a lot of hot sauce. We broke a lot of hot sauce.
Oh my God, so many of those bottles were broken.
Let me remind everyone, just again, he used to make fun of me for selling hot sauce, and he made fun of the hot sauce company. He did. You saw the clips. You saw the video. He made fun of me for selling hot sauce and the hot sauce company. Hypocrisy police.
I got to talk to Jeff about that. I don't know how did he ship them? I didn't even open it.
It's so funny. Now I got to talk to Jeff like he's buddy with him. This guy will fucking partner up with anybody.
Was it just like newspaper in there? What does he do?
I think there was bubble wrap on the bottom.
Carl didn't even know. He didn't even open the box. He made his wife open it to sell the hot sauce.
And a bunch of rocks.
That sounds right. The fuck was he thinking?
And I'm sure his wife did exactly what I would do after my shows, or when I did a pitch on stage in front of a sold-out audience about, hey, Silk City hot sauce, you guys are going to want to try it. I told what the ingredients are. I told about Silk City in Vermont, Jeff Levine, how he makes it from a garden, how it's fresh. And I told him what was in mine. Pick it up after the show. I'm sure Carl and his mom wife did that and explained Silk City hot sauce and told him about the other hot sauces. I doubt it, Jeff. Fuck off. Fuck off. Enjoy Carl. I'm sure he sold a couple hot sauces out of spite, but enjoy him in the long run. I guarantee a year from now, he's off the fucking website. Just like Chrissy Mayer, just like Ski Mask, just like, what's his name that everyone hates? Joe Matarese.
Thinking with that.
Yeah, I don't know how many were broken. 30%. I smelled like
I like how Chris, the producer, knows how many hot sauces were broken and Carl doesn't.
hot sauce for a while.
Yeah.
I was doing my best.
Delicious hot sauce.
Yeah, I mean, I was licking my fingers.
Silk City hot sauce.
What's it taste like? What's it taste like? What's in there, Carl? What's so delicious about it? What are the ingredients? That's what I want to know. It's a Ray DeVito pitch.
.com. Use the promo code
Yep.
WATP
Lots of broken glass.
for 20% off.
Yeah, go get a broken glass hot sauce.
Yum, yum.
All right. So,
Yum, yum. Broken glass hot sauce. Yum, yum. Silk City hot sauce, where you're going to get a broken bottle. Use the promo code WATP for a broken great pitch, dude. That's almost as good as Ray DeVito going, hey, the pain in the brain, Silk City. All right. And Chad, you're like, you're bitter. No, I fired them. How am I bitter? How am I bitter? I'm the one telling him to go fuck himself. When he was giving me free cases of hot sauce every month. That's fucking integrity. There's no bitterness. That's me telling to somebody, guy, I don't agree with who you work with. I don't agree with being part of that. I don't want to be associated with Carl, Ray DeVito, Rob Saul. Fuck you. And then my hot sauce was off, and he was switching out the bottles so fucking much and not even communicating with me. And then he's trying his new bottle. I'm like, this sucks. I don't want to be a part of it. Tropical Blast? No. I like Mud Shark Madness. What happened? I was selling a shitload. I got tired of the bottle. Well, I got tired of you. I got tired of your business. Uh-oh. Here we go. It's Mark Sloan. Is that Kate Meany vaping? I mean, Jesus. Kate Meany vapes nonstop. TM Zumock is the best, and that's a fact, Jack. Woo! Thank you, Mark Sloan. Yesterday's bit with Carl driving a pedo van. Hilarious. Yeah, that was a fun MLC we did, right? That was a good time.
Yeah, boy.
I mean, you could picture a pedo van in Rochester. I mean, obviously, if you're a pedophile, move to Rochester. That seems where it's going down. Oh, man. That was crazy, huh? Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not going to harp on that. I stand where I know people want me to pile on Shuley and pile on the Shuley network for that, but it's just I agree to disagree with Kevin. Like, you don't know who you're working with or who you know is doing creepy shit. You don't. I mean, you could have a gauge on some people. Like, I got a weird feeling with Carl. That's why I don't associate and Steel Toe. I'm like, there's something off about these guys. Steel Toe just keeps showing his cards. So I think I was a pretty good assessment of character, a judge of character, and a good assessment on who he was. Hold on real quick, guys. Something's happening. Something's happening now. So let me figure this out real quick. And we're back. Sorry about that. We got Jehovah Witnesses. We got J-Dubs at the door, everybody. The J-Dubs are recruiting in South Tampa. They want me to be a part of the action. I politely declined to be a part of the Jehovah Witness movement. Much respect to the Jehovah Witnesses out there, the J-Dubs. I'm down with what you're doing. These holidays are expensive. I get your Lord's great. Keep doing what you do. Is door-to-door still a thing? Are we still doing door-to-door things? I have a joke in my act about door-to-door knife sales. I won't blow it because I need all the new jokes I can get. But door-to-door is pretty sketchy. Knocking on doors these days. Yeah, that may have worked in the late 80s, early 90s, but yeah, I don't know if I'm... Sebastian Maniscalco has a great bit about people knocking on your door. Google it if you want to watch it. I'm not going to... But yeah, it's kind of sketchy. I'm definitely looking through the peek hole every time. I'm not opening that door. Fuck no. Fuck that. Too many weirdos out there. And I'm not down. I'm not down. Stu Cook wrote and sang door to door. Spawn says this. Oodles, O'Toodles, they don't work on Wednesdays. The hell they do. They were just here, bitch. Oh, they're knocking on another door now. Peephole. Peephole. Tarnish Maiden says, I'll never forgive them for waking me up at 8 a.m. That nonsense when I have... Yeah, they were giving me flyers. I got flyers. I don't want flyers. Corndiff says, tell them to hit like. Yeah, hit the like button, everybody. We've been getting good numbers as of late. Appreciate everyone tuning in. I appreciate all the new people being a part of it, coming through. I know we got some new subscribers, some new members. Thanks to everyone that gifted memberships last night on the Ray DeVito show. Like I said, Reels gifted 20. It was a who's who. Everyone was there. I have more fun doing that Ray DeVito show with Chow than I do this show. It's just fun. It's just it's such a niche and it's so silly and dumb. And if Ray, if he's pissed off about it, he can't. We're literally goofing on him. There's no animosity. We're goofing on him. Like Carl even said when he was coming after me, he took it personal. He said that. He's like, I got a little too personal with Chad Zumock. But with Ray, we're just making fun of him. It's fucking great. So, yeah. Painkillers here. Aaron has a Jehovah's suit. Okay, let's just get into that since Painkiller brought it up. So we talked about it yesterday. Steel Toe went to court. I thought from what he said, he was getting booked. So I thought we're going to get a mugshot and fingerprints and the whole wrap. We're going to have fun with that. And then he went on his show late night with Matt. We know Matt, the bumbling idiot that laughs at everything Steel Toe says.
Damn it, Matt, you know better.
I need a Matt. I need a guy who just laughs at everything. You're the king, Steel Toe. So anyways, he came on and he took it as a win, of course, even though he pled guilty to violating restraining orders. He's it was a win. It's another win. I didn't even get a mugshot. I just got the fingerprints. It was fun. I liked it. I wore a suit. I looked good. It's amazing how we'll spin anything. So we'll go ahead and play this morning. And this is courtesy of, let me find it here. This is courtesy of Stallion. And as you know, Johnny Rockets, as Kevin likes to call him, Johnny Chopsticks, Johnny Crutches. He's not here this week. So Steel Toe is going solo. And here he is, thanks to Stallion 19, talking about his court appearance and quote unquote, the haters. The haters, the internet people. The scum of the earth, the internet people, the haters, the Steel Toe haters. So let's watch. And we're not going to beat it to death like Melton. We watch, we touch and go.
Trendsetter. Kayla's a trendsetter. I mean, even I ripped him off. I had my.
Hey, just for the record, I just want to put this out there before we get going. When Steel Toe texted Gino, your boy didn't do so bad, a naked photo of Kayla. If you're watching, Aaron, Steel Toe, if you're watching me right now, I know time to time you say you check in from here and there. I want to let you know, Kayla is ugly. She's an ugly woman. And she cranked out 5 kids from her vagina. She gave vagina babies to 5 kids. And we're not jealous. Your boy didn't do so bad. Yes, he did. You gave up April for a chick who banged out 5 kids and is ugly. That's a bad swap. You lost in the swap. I'm just saying. It's not a W. It's not a win for the toe. And I'm giving fucking April a credit. She's way better looking than Kayla.
Oh, thank you very much, Shark. I hated you because you ran me out the internet, but now you're very sweetheart. And when I get done sucking Nick's dick, I'll suck yours too. I promise. But I gotta suck Dick's first because he lets me stay in the guest house and shoot the bow and arrow at the deer on his property.
So she's ugly. She's not a catch. You fucked up. That's a W. That's an L. That's an L.
Court thing yesterday. I had fingerprints and all, the whole schmear, if you will.
The schmear.
And we made a few revisions that we got to send through the system now, so that should be good. I'm happy about that.
Why is he always looking around and moving stuff? And this guy needs to be an audio only medium. That's why the radio was great for him. No visuals. We don't need them. We don't want to see him. We don't want to see the wrist or the hair. We don't.
Well, and we made a few revisions that we got to send through the system now, so that should be good. I'm happy about that.
No, you're not.
Without saying too much.
No, you're not.
I talked some shit about someone I shouldn't have talked some shit about.
Your ex-wife, Ashley LaRue.
I had to say my sorries, admit to what I did, pay $135 fine, and then promise to be a good boy.
I was actually thinking about He already paid it. I was thinking about making the goal today, $135 and paying his thing. I think that would have been funny, but he already paid it. He already paid it with the goal money.
So now I don't want to say I have to be a good boy. I consider myself a good boy. I just have to continue being a good boy.
I thought you were a bad boy of radio. Shock jock. You were a bad boy. Nobody can control Aaron Emholt. I mean, you got to put this guy in a straitjacket. That would have been his promo pick when he was on the radio in a straitjacket with a microphone in front of him. No one can control Steel Toe. He'll say anything. He doesn't give a fuck. That was the actual terrestrial radio ad. He doesn't give a fuck.
And I will tell you this about the court system. Now, I wasn't facing anything like felonies and, omnibussing and everything like that. So it's not exactly apples to apples. But I will say, in the 2 experiences I've had with law enforcement in the last 6 months, that when you had
somebody like a while ago dug up a bunch of stuff on Aaron, like driving under suspension, all these tickets and shit. I remember that. It's because they sent it to me. I never really talked about it because I didn't give a shit. But so let's see what he has to say. I'm sorry for interrupting. I'm sorry for interrupting the toe. My apologies to everyone that wants to see what's coming next.
I will. There is one constant in dealing with law enforcement.
Do tell.
If you've done what they say you've done.
Okay.
Now, I can't tell someone what to do if it's contested and they didn't do anything wrong.
We take your advice every single time. Go ahead.
And you just get caught up in something. That really sucks. I don't know what to do with that. Every time I've had to go in and talk to them, I've done something. But when you tell them you've done something,
go ahead.
And you atone for it and you are sorry and you did, think about it. Every time you do something wrong, you are wasting the taxpayers' money and you are wasting the taxpayers' time.
I'm sure you really care about the taxpayers' money and time.
So if you think of it that way, you say your I'm sorry's to society. You say you're sorry to the people who, they needed to spend money.
He's doing this for Ashley LaRue right now. Ashley, look, I'm not talking about you. I've changed in 6 months. I'm a better man. I went to 4 Al-Anon meetings, and I went to 1 counseling session where they said I was a narcissist. Then they said I wasn't. So this is my new life.
Hard wrangling your ass. When you say you're sorry and you make it as painless as possible, they do make certain considerations. They are really when you admit to what you've done wrong and you say, I'll be a good boy. I've learned from this one. And I have. I've learned quite a bit from this one.
2 months ago, she's going to be a cunt again. I guarantee it. 2 months from now, Ashley LaRue will be a cunt again. I don't know for sure, but I'll throw money down on that bet.
I know I was reading
Ashley's not going to want her kids around Slam Piece.
Nick's Kiwi Farms, and they were cross-posting for I don't read my own. I think reading your own is a...
Yeah, you do. You constantly are talking about Kiwi Farms. I could proudly say I went to Kiwi Farms once because I want to know, what the fuck is Kiwi Farms? What is this Kiwi Farms? And I went there, I go, all right, this is fucking nerdy. I'm out. But this guy's on Kiwi Farms every day.
Is a narcissistic journey. I'll read other people's. I won't read mine.
Liar.
Because also, how many times can you see yourself be called a retard
Liar.
before you start going, I don't know. It's only when Sean calls me a retard that I feel it's charming. It's endearing. And he does a Stoney's read. By the way, Stoney's news today. I went to Stoney's yesterday after that.
Whoa, Stoney's news. What? Stoney's news. I got to stick around for Stoney's news. Holy shit. What happened at Cheeto's place? I want to know. Stoney's news coming up at the top of the hour. What a tease.
Stuff was all over. I went to see Tracy at Midland Armory, and I went to see the fine folks at Stoney's Bar.
So you went around your sponsors? You went to Midland Armory, and then you went to Stoney. I went and bought a gun, and then I went and got drunk.
Way in Rockville. And
did you visit the towing company?
And, I go on the Kiwi Farms there, and they said, well, here's another way that Aaron's better than Nick. Aaron takes responsibility for what he did. Aaron says he's sorry. Aaron tries to improve.
Posted by Aaron Emholt under an alt account. Guaranteed that Aaron posted that under an alt account. Nobody's going around saying, you know what? least Aaron takes responsibility. At least he's accountable for his actions, unlike Nick. I mean, at least Aaron paid his dues and admitted to his wrong. That's why we like the steel toe. We love the toe because he's just a good guy who's honest. Send. That was you that posted that on Kiwi Farms. You're on that site every single day. I was just on Kiwi Farms. I wasn't reading about me. Oh, no. I'm not a narcissist. I like to read about other people, That's what I do. Yeah. And then I post under my alt account how great I am and how much of a piece of shit Nick Rekieta is. Please go on. Didn't mean to interrupt.
And the Kiwi Farms people did say, look, I don't know whether he's doing it and he's really improved and he's really a better
Kiwi Farms people.
person, and that's fine. They don't know me from Adam. They can think that's all horseshit. They have no reason not to. Or they said, or if it's just mere self-preservation, but at least this guy can admit when he did something wrong. Now,
oh, shut up. Who's buying this? Are people so dumb that you guys buy this? Oh my God. I treat the people that like me, I treat them with respect. I like to think they're like-minded individuals, my peers. Like when I run into them at a show or an event, I like to think, okay, I could probably hang with this guy. I don't look down upon them. I don't try to fucking pull salesman tactics on them. I'm like, yeah, this is a cool person. They're smart. Quit treating the audience like they're fucking dumb.
I appreciate that. And that's been a common sentiment from a lot of people around the internet.
It's like Ray.
And I don't discount it. And I think
that's like Ray. Hey, Kevin, all the high rollers aren't liking how you're treating me, and they don't like how you're treating the Shuli Network. I mean, a bunch of the high rollers. One, Jason Bentley. And he's like, all these people, they're all giving me no one. It's maybe 3 people. It's probably like Matt, Slam Piece, and his like sister.
Thank you for that grace. But I'm also not facing second-degree felony charges. Like what I dealt with was...
I just want to point out my situation's better. Mine was a misdemeanor. I'm not a felony guy.
A misdemeanor. I paid the fine you pay.
I didn't even know that was coming. I can make this guy speak.
When you get a speeding ticket. The thing I did was like speeding ticket level shit.
Yeah, it was nothing, man. It was just like running a red light. Yeah. It's not like I had cocaine all around the house with firearms and bullets. And that's not like I contacted Nick's pastor and told him it was unfit living conditions for his children. And there's cocaine and guns everywhere. And you should call the police and step in. Mine was just I called my ex-wife a cunt after she told me not to countless times. The mother of my kids who are going to grow up and watch all of this, and me calling their mom a cunt and a piece of shit. Nothing big. It's just a misdemeanor. I could be like Nick.
I wasn't facing any, what was it, 25 years, and then tack a gun charge and a kid charge on there as well. I did talk to my lawyer yesterday. We gossiped a little about the Rekieta thing. In the law world, apparently, it is kind of a fun.
He should have hired Vince, the lawyer. That'd have been funny.
Thing for them to gossip about too. It's very interesting. And they, I guess they've talked about how.
Who's the better lawyer, Nick Rekieta or Vince, the lawyer? Please talk amongst yourselves in the chat.
His motions seem like they're written by him, and they're terribly written. And one thing he did say, he's like, look, everybody does these dismissal things. There's nothing wrong with doing these dismissal things. It's remarkably common. But it's just the way they're written. They don't seem like they're written by a good lawyer. They seem like they're written by someone who's kind of flailing, if you will. And he did say, he said, depending on how far this thing goes, he said, in my experience, it seems like the prosecution and the county might be holding another charge in their pocket from the kid testing positive for cocaine.
Oh my God. I got to read McLeod's super chat right here because it ties into what we're talking about. Your April impression is solid. Thanks, McLeod. Steel Toe can't stop talking. Yes, he can't stop talking. So he might not talk about Ashley LaRue anytime soon. I think he's got a year where he can't call her a cunt. I will. I'll talk about Ashley all day. I love Ashley. Don't get me wrong. She's fantastic. Great mom. Great writer. But the thing about Aaron, he's so arrogant and narcissistic. He has to fucking keep talking about Nick Rekieta's case, and it's going to come back to bite him in the ass somehow legally. They're going to find some sort of civil suit against him for doing all this shit and saying all this shit. IAC, I like Cumia hugging the pillow. What? All right, I'm in. Keep sending it.
Like, once they can get through all that, if this thing goes any further, you know how they like held on to April's charge for a long time to see what she did? No! I was talking to my lawyer yesterday, and he's like, I said, when that thing about the kid and cocaine came out, why didn't they throw another charge on there? He goes,
he wants to make sure no one ever forgets the kid had cocaine in his hair.
They still could. He goes, there still could be a charge coming for that. I'm like, ooh,
let's hope. Can I contact the police again about it? Can I remind them that the kid had cocaine? I'd like to stiff this guy a little bit more.
Fascinating. Interesting. So I guess it kind of all depends on how this goes and how it goes with him. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. We'll start with my thing. We'll talk about, I don't know. I think we'll talk about my thing. Then we'll go to the Shuli's producer getting arrested for possessing a shitload of cheddar popcorn.
Just say child porn, you fuck. This is what he's doing. He had to bring in Shuli's producer situation, and he had to bring in Nick Rekieta. And we're going to start with mine, and we're going to talk about how insignificant it is. It's just a misdemeanor. It's like running a traffic light. It's no big deal. It's like speeding ticket, misdemeanor, big deal. Even though they took my fingerprints, not a big deal. But on the other hand, you could be Nick Rekieta facing all these felony charges and time in prison. Oh, and Shuli's producer, whoa, he's going to be in prison for a long time. It's like, okay, we get it. Those are way worse than your situation. But guess what, Aaron? You're still a piece of shit. You are.
And then we'll do the omnibus thing, because the omnibus thing is taking on a life of its own. I mean, Jesus Christ. If you go to the Candy-Ojai County Courthouse today, you might see tailgating. You might see, banners with sigils on them.
They got Ethan Ralph, who's out front. I saw the video on, I think it was Will Heron's channel. It's Ethan Ralph's out there. He flew down, and he's like, he has a camera, and he's videotaping everything. It's one guy. It's not a fucking tailgate. It's one guy, some internet loser who's trying to capitalize on Nick Rekieta heat. And trust me, that's heat you don't want.
Kiwi Farms is called the banners. Ethan Ralph is called the banners. It's all over the goddamn place. But my thing yesterday was pretty straightforward. It was pretty simple. And I like I said last night, I learned some things about.
Go ahead.
And some people gave me shit about this. Like, oh, you're just learning this now. But I learned that.
What did you learn?
If you dress for the job you want, you get treated.
What did we learn, Doodles? What did we learn? What did he learn? We learned if you dress for the job you want, proceed.
A lot better by the justice system. If you dress like an asshole, they don't treat you very well.
Okay, so you learned something that everyone's learned when they were like young. It was taught in school. When you go to court, you wear a suit. When you go to court, you wear a shirt and tie. You just learned that at age 37. I've learned as you wear a suit, they're going to treat you like gold. In fact, when I showed up to the court, they saw me in a suit and they just rolled out a red carpet. And they're like, thank you, Mr. Eimholt. We appreciate that suit. And now we're going to book you. Where's your fingers? We're taking fingerprints.
Does that make sense? Like, so yesterday,
you put a Ray DeVito. Does that make sense?
I put on
a suit.
What I consider, I'm going to go one of my two favorite suits.
He really thought he was sexy in this suit. Like, I saw the clip from yesterday on yesterday's show, and he was just talking about, I look good, man. I was like James Bond going into that courtroom. And some loser came, some Melton simp, and he was taking photos, and he's like, take it away, baby. I'm a GQ model. Look at me. He really thought he was handsome. He really thought he was something. He loved going in that court with that suit on. He didn't care that he was pleading to a misdemeanor. He's just like, Wait till everyone takes a look. They're going to see me come in. They're like, yeah, he might have been guilty for violating that restraining order, but god damn, did he look like a GQ model?
I went, it was one of those.
Did he hope there was pussy there at the court? Like I was going to get some tail.
One of the first suits I ever got where I went in, got fully measured for every item of clothing, perfectly, just tailored for my needs.
Full disclosure, I don't own a suit. I hate suits. I hate shirt and ties. I think they're dumb. I always hated wearing a suit. Don't own one. It's not that I can't afford one. I don't want one. I had one. I just threw it away. I gave it away. Don't want one. I never wanted a real job. I always associated shirt and tie or a suit with a real job. And I never got off. I never put on a suit and start drinking like gin and tonic and thinking I was James Bond, shaken not stirred if I was a madman. I think that's dumb. That's just me. If you like shirt and ties and suits like Mr. Kill Everything, him and Mr. Kill Everything should hang out. Because Mr. Kill Everything, he'll weld all day long and they'll come home, take a shower, and put on a suit, shirt and tie. If you're a real blue-collar worker, you're coming home, showering, eating dinner, and watching football. You're not putting on a shirt and tie, smoking cigarettes, and playing video games and Twitch. I tell you what, Mr. Kill Everything and Aaron would be good friends. They're both kind of douchebags. They're both full of themselves. They both think they're smarter than room. They both like Twitch. I'm telling you right now, I might not be the greatest matchmaker, but I can hook up friends. I'm a friendship maker. Mr. Kill Everything, Aaron M. Holt, do a show on Twitch together. You guys could talk about how great you are and how classy you are and how great looking you are. And then we could all laugh about how ugly you guys are both. It'll be fantastic. The Steel Toe Kill Switch. Wait, the Steel Toe Kill Switch Twitch stream or whatever.
Didn't buy something off the rack like a child. It's a little older, but it's still my favorite. And I wore that one. It looks nice. It looks very good.
No one cares.
And then I went in and all the police officers, even the prosecutors, the judge, all of them could not be nicer.
Because they were like, the prosecutors, the judges, the bailiffs, they're like, oh my God, this guy's in a suit. The judge was like, I was about to throw this guy in jail, but look at that suit. Holy shit. Excuse me, recess. Did you guys see Aaron M. Holt's suit, everybody? Did you guys see Aaron M. Holt's suit? Okay, we're going to just, we're going to proceed. This guy wore the greatest suit ever, and, we're going to just don't even, no mugshot today. Just fucking fingerprints and send him on his way, because I didn't know he was going to wear that suit, so that suit pretty much changed the game. I mean, goddamn, did he look good in that suit, right? Bailiff Jones, Bailiff Bull from Night Court.
Just really, even the prosecutor, when I pled guilty and told my side of it, the prosecutor even said, I've spoken to all parties involved. I can attest that Mr. Imholt does have a better relationship with certain people, and things are going very well, and things seem to have really taken a turn for the good, and we really hope that continues. And I'm looking over at the prosecutor. I'm like,
and the prosecutor looked at me and goes, nice suit, dude. That's for you.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. I was ready to give him one. I mean, you want to go grab a beer after this is over?
Anything for you. Just thank you for wearing that suit. On behalf of this court, thank you for wearing that suit. Total class. Thanks, Aaron.
It was the judge was a sweetheart. Like everybody, the
I loved them all.
Cool.
The bailiff was amazing.
And then I see this guy go up there.
In fact, I went home. I wrote a Yelp review on the court. Had a great time in court today. I pled guilty. The judge was cool as fuck. I mean, cool as hell. Cool as ice. I don't know what they say in Yelp. The prosecutor, fantastic. One of the best prosecutors I've ever worked with, even though I was on the defense. Bailiffs, top notch. I don't know what court system you're in. You got to come to the St. Cloud court system. They have the best bailiffs. Loved the experience. It was fantastic. Great water fountain. Bathrooms, clean, immaculate. I mean, in fact, I almost want to commit a crime again to go to this court because it's fucking great. It's one of the best courts I've ever been in. Top notch. Suck it, St. Paul.
He's got a neck tattoo, t-shirt, and jeans on, and he's there for driving after revocation.
Right.
And he's being a dick. Like driving after revocation is pretty straightforward. You plead guilty, you take your fine, you don't get to drive for a long time, whatever.
Yeah, we get it.
This guy sits there and goes, I'm pleading not guilty. I don't have a lawyer. I'm going to trial. I want all the body cams. I want all the dash cams. I want all this shit. Like he's ready for discovery and all that. And the judge has to sit there and go, sir, you get all that in discovery. You're going to have to go upstairs and get that.
Look at him brown-nosing the court system just in case. Just in case down the road something goes down. You remember me from months ago, Aaron Emmalt? I was the guy in the suit. I just want to remember, I wore the suit. Just in case shit goes south, I want this court system to be in my pocket. Just like Stoney's is in Midland Armory and the tow truck place. They're all in my pocket. I am the king of St. Cloud. I'm running shit. I'm the Tulsa king.
Blah, 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 blah. And they're like, are you really going to do this? Are you going to do this without a lawyer? But like they're kind of treating him like he's a dumb shithead. And I think a lot of it was because he looked like a dumb shithead. Even the prosecutor who's supposed to get this guy goes, I offered you a deal before this. I really hope you take it before this pretrial hearing.
Again, that's the prosecutor who loved my suit and said, Aaron's the greatest guy I've ever met in my life. He's been doing everything. So just want to let you know that, Judge.
I'm going to leave my card with the offer and call me whenever you'd like. Like they were sitting there like, dude, would you please just consider taking this offer? Like
I love how he somehow managed to... He talked about how his charge was nothing, no big deal, compared to Nick Rekieta and Shuli's former producer. Mine was nothing. And he did the same thing with this courtroom. He did the exact same with this courtroom. He's like, I came in a suit. I was respectful. I was nice. I owned up to it. I was excited. Everyone there was great. And then this piece of shit after me. Holy shit. He was demanding this, that. He wasn't wearing a suit like me. I mean, look at me, everybody. I'm in a suit. Look at this guy. You know this guy? This is the guy who's innocent. This is a guy who learned a lesson right here. This is a guy who's accepting responsibility like a man. This is a guy who's turned the corner in life. This is a guy living his best life. This is a guy who's learned from his mistakes. Unlike this piece of shit who wants discovery and won't take a deal. I'm better than them. I'm better than Nick. I'm better than Shuli's former producer. I'm fucking steel toe.
They kind of treat you like shit. I think what it is it's a, people say, oh, it's a two-pronged judicial system. I don't think it is. I think it's if you show respect for the court, they show respect to you. It's like a mob thing, believe it or not.
Yeah.
But it was an interesting experience.
The court's like a mob thing.
I guess I know this is going to sound weird, but I had a good time.
He loved
like
the
guy
court.
who booked me for my fingerprints.
He loved it.
It seemed like some of the officers were listeners.
Dude. Oh, it seemed like some of the officers are listeners. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up.
And they were trying to be professional because there was a lot of joking around and there was oh
my God. Oh my God. He did not just say that. It seems like some of these officers were listeners because they were joking around and they were being nice. So they're obviously listeners. They're always on YouTube from 6 to 11 watching what I have to do. They're going home. They're driving home listening to Steel Toe. So they probably didn't want to say, hey, we're big fans because, they're trying to be professional. They have a job to do, and I'm sure they get, celebrities like me all the time, and they got to keep, okay, I'm the bailiff, I'm the fingerprint guy, but they were cool as fuck. They were nice. They almost didn't want to show their hand, and I get it. I meet listeners all the time. Some of you want a photo, and yes, I'll take the photo with you. No problem. I appreciate you listening. I'm a great guy. But the fingerprint guy was great. Top notch. I mean, he was the best fingerprints ever. Like he'd put my hand in the ink, then we put it on the slip, And it was like, holy shit, that's my fingerprint. And he looked at the fingerprint. He's like, this is the best fingerprint I've ever seen in my life. This is fantastic. And Aaron's like, really? He's like, yeah, this is like a Hall of Fame fingerprint. I loved it. It was a great experience. I'll do it again. If you're ever in St. Cloud, hit up their court systems.
A lot of bullshitting and stuff like that.
Dude, he's setting it up for his future DUI. That's what's going on right now. Because he's going to come home from Stoney's drunk one day. They're going to pull him over, and then he's going to be back in that court system. Oh, wait, isn't that the guy who said we were great and told everyone on the internet we were awesome? Innocent. Sorry, Mr. M. Holt. We fucked up. Drive home. You're good.
Your print guy and I were joking around about marks on my fingers and pressing too hard and shit like that. And then as I'm leaving,
this guy loved the courts. He loves it.
Of the guys running the metal detectors and stuff.
He loves the metal detector guys too. He loved the whole experience. He loved everyone there. The bailiff, everybody. The metal detector guys. Where do I start? Holy shit. First of all, they said hello when I came in, and they're like, they're probably steel toe fans because they probably don't say hello to everybody. And they were great with the metal detector. It beeped, and they're like, you got anything in your pockets? And you're like, no. And they're, just get out of here. How's Corey Adam doing? It was great. I can't in fact, I might go to the court system tomorrow and just go through the metal detector because they were just so nice. I'd like to just experience that moment again.
We're, joking about me going the wrong way and shit. It was,
look, he's giving a recap of the court, how great it was.
Yeah, I hate to put it this way, but it was kind of fun. I had a good time.
Loved it.
What are you going to do, right? Like, I did what they said I did. I had to say I did it. And then they said, well, here's what we're going to do since you just made this easy. And
he loves the courts. He loves it.
Said, now be a good boy. And I said, I'll be a good boy.
They never said that.
I'm not going to fall for any entrapment. That's for sure.
I'm not going to fall for a banana and tailpipe.
But then the funniest part to me.
All right, wait, here we go, everybody. Buckle up. The funniest part to Aaron. You're going to want to see this. And we'll get to your super chats, Detroit by Dark, JD Straight Shot, and IA7 1978. We're going to get there. We're about to watch the funniest part of the whole situation, the whole court case. We're going to watch this, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready to laugh. I don't know what you're doing right now. I don't know where you are. If you're in your car, I suggest you pull over because you're going to be laughing. We don't want a car wreck. If you're handling big machinery, you're going to want to pull over too, okay? If you're doing like some sort of telephone pole work, you might want to climb down because this might throw you off because here comes the steel toe hilarity. And we know how funny he is. We heard the audio from Stoney's. This was the funniest part to him. I can't wait to see what we're about to see. Buckle up. This is the first time seeing it, so I'm looking ready to laugh too.
I came out of that, my lawyer and I both looking nice.
Oh, we know.
I come out of the courthouse, and this is hilarious, guys. This is how magnetic, charismatic, and attracting steel toe is.
Oh my God.
Somebody was waiting outside the courthouse. Now, there was no time on when I was going to get out of there. It can take a while. It ultimately took like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah, by the way, this backfired. Melton's troll, it completely backfired because he thought he was getting followed by the paparazzi. So it automatically went to his head like he was Kim Kardashian or Britney Spears because one loser showed up for Melton. So it completely backfired.
Of course, but I get out of there. I'm walking out, and there was somebody who drove all that way to hide somewhere and take a picture of me leaving the courthouse. And what's funny about this is they posted it thinking like Patrick Melton would think they're cool or they're awesome or whatever. I'm honored because I look fucking great. And then even I'm looking on Twitter, even the people who think I'm a piece of shit go, he does look good in that suit.
No one said that. No one said that. No one said you made that up. Even the people on Twitter are like, he does look good in that suit. He really thinks he's a good-looking guy and he looked great. That's what his big takeaway from that court situation was. I was looking good in this suit. Everyone agreed, from the judge to the bailiff to the fucking the translator. But no one said he looked good in a suit. The only one saying he's looking good in a suit was him in his head.
that was my favorite, was when people were going, all right, look, you know what? He's dressed pretty good. I can't,
Oh my God. Enough. Imagine covering this guy every single day, like Melton. It would drive me up the fucking wall. Oh, that's why we got to do the Ray DeVito show once a fucking week. Because you imagine covering Ray every day. I mean, Dr. Chow told me he was doing that snipe show with Win by Two, and they said, I think the Win by Two guy, John, said, I can't do this. I can't do Ray anymore. It's the same with Steel Toe. Like, imagine covering him all day. Not just like I do an hour and a half show. Imagine 4 hours of Steel Toe. Yeah, you beat the shit out of it. You're wearing down the audience. It's not good. So congratulations, Aaron. You look great in that suit. Everyone loved it. Everyone on social media, you get a pass because of that suit. Congratulations. You'll never get in trouble again because of that suit. Detroit by Dark, thank you very much. We do appreciate it. You send Soul Cow a link. Who's Soul Cow? You talking about Rob Soul? Soul Cow? Soul Cow? Yeah, we're not hanging out with Rob Saul, and I'll explain why after these super chats. Hell, if you're ever on the fence about, you know what? I'm not going to say a word. You know what I'm going to say? I'm not going to say a word. This is all I'm going to say. Now, haters of mine that are here, we all have haters, all of us. People that like me that are here. Okay? People who are like-minded as me that are here. People don't see eye to eye with me that are here. Now, a lot has been said about me, about everybody. Everyone has an opinion. I really want you to watch this, and I'll be looking at the chat because Rob Saul claims he's funnier than me. He's better than me. I'm not funny. I'm an opener. I'm a piece of shit. I've been doing comedy for 21 years. I never made it. I don't know what I'm doing. And I just laugh at it. But we're going to play Rob Saul. We're going to play his bit, his big bit, his imitation of me that was sent to me. We're going to let you be the judge and the juror. If this guy is hilarious, if he nailed it, let me know. I will not sway you. I want your feedback, and I want him to see your feedback. Okay? Because I understand how it's, there's a lot of people out there that aren't self-aware. They don't understand what they really are. They don't know their limitations. But we're going to go ahead and put it on showcase. And I'm not going to say a word. We're just going to play it. And we're going to watch. And then we're going to judge. I'm going to let you judge. Not me. I'll save my judgment until the end. JD Straight Shot. Thanks for the $5. Chad Toe is right. The suits pull everything together. The Toe is right. He's always right. He knows what he's talking about. Trust me, I get all my advice from Toe I get my legal analysis from him, whatever. I learn about the internet from him and the internet people, how to handle haters and criticism. So yeah, you're right. IAC 1978. He was like Norm walking into Cheers. I know. They were like, holy shit. He walked into that court and they're like, Toe. Aaron's like, hey, everybody, the Toe's here. Let's get it on. Who wants to frisk me? And they're all laughing. I got to get to that court. Somebody get me to that courtroom. How do I get to that courtroom? He sold it to me. It sounds like a great place to be. That St. Cloud court. Who books it? I might go to fucking St. Cloud, get pulled over just so I can go to that court. Crumburger says don't give him any attention. Gary Player says they don't even trust Rob at the open bar. Alex Ortiz says Rob Saul will never be listened to by an except for here unless this is the funniest thing I've ever heard. All right, okay, this is Rob Saul. He opened his show with this. This was his show open. Thanks again to Tim who sent this to me. First of all, this is his big graphic. This is great. You're gonna want to see this. He uses this a lot. He's pulling down his aviator cool glasses, looking in the camera. He posed for this, by the way. And he's got a microphone that's on fire. That's what shock jocks have. They're on fire. And it says, "This ain't that show. Enjoy easy listening." This ain't that show. So again, like Steel Toe, you're in for a ride. This guy is a shock jock, everybody. He's learned from the best. He learned from Cumi'a, even though he hates Cumi'a now, even though he had Cumi'a on a show and begged him to come on. But this guy, I mean, that radio, look at that microphone. It's on fire. This guy's spitting fire. But let me not deter you. Let's watch the genius of Rob Saul. The same guy who says, I'm not funny. He's a loser. He's a loser. He's not funny. He's an opener. He's terrible. Let's watch the genius of Rob Saul, everybody. Sit back, relax. I'm not going to interrupt. Let's just watch it. Here we go. Buckle up. Here we go. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, I'm getting nervous. Take your time.
What's up, everybody? Mud Shark here with you today. Oh, a lot going on in there. That dork, Rob Saul. Oh, look, 17 viewers. Nobody likes you, Rob. Nobody likes you. Not like the Mud Shark. They come in droves for the Mud Shark. Rob, I just want to tell you, I'm coming down. Ken MOSCA is a high roller in Atlantic City. That is a fact. All right. And we're getting in there. And you're going to serve me. I'm going to give you a complicated drink order. I'm going to order a Tito's with Tito's and give me Tito's and make it fancy. And pour it fast, bitch. I'm going to talk to your manager, and I want to see what you do. I want to see what you do. Show me what you do. Okay? You just, you claim you're such a great bartender. I want to see it. You're going to serve me, bitch. Okay? Because I'm the Mud Shark. That means I sleep with black men. And Rob Saul, we know you're not good at radio. I mean, I talked to Jim Florentine, and he said, I wouldn't let him open for me. Guess who he does let open up for him? The Mud Shark. What? Bob Levy's in there in the chat. Hey, brother, how you doing? Yeah, we're going to get him. Rob Saul's a loser. Come on. Stick with Canoe's mom or Shuley. This isn't working. Because Rob Saul's not funny. He's just not talented. And that's a fact. And we'll see him in Atlantic City. And we'll see how he makes a drink. I'll talk to his manager. I want the full Rob Saul experience. I want the Rob Saul experience. And I want to see Ken MOSCA get me in the High Rollers Club. I'm sure all their credit cards will be laying around, and I'll be like, ha ha. I'm just going to pay with this card here tonight. I'm just going to pay with this card tonight. I said, I'll let this loser get on and do his show because, the Mud Shark is winning and Rob Saul, nobody likes him. Go take care of your kid. I don't know anything about your kid. You just repeat everything you hear people say about me. But I'm going to say, go take care of your kid. Because I'm Chad Zumock. I'm the Mud Shark, baby. I'm the Mud Shark. Yeah.
Oh my God. He had to put his thing up so he could change his outfit. This is fucking hilarious for all the wrong reasons. He literally had to pull his thing up to change his outfit. No music, nothing. Ah! Look at
I think that was very rude of Chad to take over
Oh,
the show that way. I don't appreciate it.
this
It's not
guy's
fun. It's not funny.
Oh, I don't even have to say anything. I really don't. I don't gotta. I just want to showcase. The sad part is you can just play what he does, and then you just sit back and watch what people think. I mean, Rob, just literally don't quit your day job or night job. Don't do it. You can't. You're not allowed. You won't. You'll die. You'll starve. The Crumb Burglar says there's actually someone worse than Ray. I mean, did you see that? Holy shit. You can't say anything about me ever again. You can't. You can't. Stella gives it a -1 out of 10. I mean, that is just extremely untalented guy. And I always said that about him. I know he hates when I say that, and he's gonna respond. But Rob, it's not working. It's not going to. It's just not working for you. I know you love the radio and you want to be that shock jock. It's just not working. What are you gonna do? I guess we learned, right? We learned. Stella B says Saul is Jerry's kid. You know what? Let's get out of here today, guys. I got to do some shit. We did it. We did. We're going to skip the hype train. Maury did it. Where are you, Doodle? You just got beat to the punch. Although it was a trick. It was a trick because I usually do a hype train and get out of here, but we're going to do what do we learn? No hype train today. There it is, Doodle. You're fine. I was just fucking with you. Oh, my God. What did we learn? What did we learn? Whew. Man, we learned that Rob Saul just stop. Just stop while you're behind, please. Just do it for yourself and your family. We learned John and Rob literally have a friend, literally don't have a friend in the world. I mean, this guy's always talking about he's not a loser. He's going live 4 hours a night doing that shit, trying to collect super chat money. And he's going to bed alone. We learned that Aaron will be overdressed for jail's ass raping. I mean, he's going to look good. Everyone's going to be like, holy shit, who the fuck is this guy? It's coming. We learned that Steel Toe loves himself more than anyone else. We learned that Rob Saul makes white in his... Oh, Jesus. Chad has no ideas and no show. Tell everyone. Oh, no! Greg Edwards! Oh, no! A guy named Greg Edwards with Doc G in his profile pic doesn't like me. We learned that even Gary Sheffield Jr. can't put Chrissy over 100 live viewers. And that guy has a pretty good social media following. Chicken Boy says, I learned to hate Rob more. I mean, that was so bad. It was so bad. I want to say we learned Rob is a talentless zilch, but we reinforced the idea. That's a good one, Gary. We learned that Tarnish prefers Stevie's impressions over Rob's, and that's not good either. We learned that what you have to do today. We didn't learn what you have to do. I don't have to tell everybody what I have to do. My business. We learned a nice suit gets you out of anything. That's what we learned from this legal analyst. We learned that Rob Saul has a bus pass and zero talent. That's true. Both of them. We learned Rob Saul can't do impressions. They love you, Rob. They really do. They're just haters, Rob. They're just haters. We learned that Chad has a water leak. That's true. Good memory. We learned that Aaron has the best suit around. We learned that Flat Cat couldn't give a shit that I appreciate her magnets. Flat Cat, one guy likes your magnets. You got two people that likes the magnets, Ray DeVito and Painkiller. And you don't give a shit. I'm thinking about taking that wrench away. You're getting on my nerves again. I'm thinking about taking that wrench. I like Mr. Killer. I like Ray. Fuck that. We'll let you off. We're going to let you off. We learned that a Jehovah's Witness work on a Wednesday. We learned that. I don't know if they were working. They were giving out pamphlets. That's for sure. Maybe they're like, it was like homework. Maybe it was like detention for Jehovah's Witnesses. Maybe they forgot to, maybe they accidentally worshiped Santa Claus one day and they're like, oh, you got to go out on a Wednesday. I don't know how it works. We learned that Kate was taking a big vape as Alex was making his deposit. Yeah, let's not ever forget, even though Kate Meany went running and after she caused a bunch of problems for everybody, and we learned Alex Stein ran. But let's not forget the facts, everybody. Regardless of where Kate runs to and how far she tries to get away from the Dabbleverse, and no matter where John runs, let's not ever forget that Alex Stein fucked Kate Meany from behind without a condom and came inside of her. That's a fact, Jack.
It's time for the Cucks. Time for Cumia'S Cucks. The mud shark is coming to say your show sucks. Chrissy and Gino and the dork named Carl. Kissing up to Anthony while they're washing his balls. Steel toe, I see some balls you can wash. What's wrong, April? I thought it was squashed. I thought it was squashed.